Welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. We're going to start our fortress this time and put in maybe 20 minutes or so of getting it all together. But as soon as you hit the Embark key, which you probably saw at the end of last episode, you have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all Udibsanrib. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the giant grizzly bears get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place, Katanamas, or Channel Depths. Strike the earth. Oh lordy. No, don't resume. Pause. Accidentally started. Okay. So. Woo! This is very new. I've not seen something look like this before. So we'll start by pausing the game with spacebar, looking around with the arrow keys. First, in the middle here, this is our wagon. There's stuff going on in those squares. These little faces are dwarves. Letters represent animals, so this is a dog. That's a dog. This is something, I don't know what. That's a yak. There were yaks pulling the thing. That's a something. I have no idea. I don't know what any of these are. We'll look it up. That's probably a rabbit. Here's some more dwarves hanging out. These are trees. This stuff, who knows what that is? Let's hit K. Well, step back. This is what's going on, right? This is the play screen where everything happens. This is your menu screen. It shows you what menu you're in and what you're doing and what keys will do what from where you're standing. This is the overview screen, so this is the region that we're in and what it looks like. We've got this hill here, so that could be pretty good. Let's start by moving around. We'll use the arrow keys, and we can just kind of move around, see what's going on. There's some stuff. I don't know what most of this is. This is a big flat plain, and that's a bit sketch weird. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay. So if we use the less than greater than sign keys, or shift, comma, shift, period on my keyboard, we can go for less than up. Up changes, everything is confusing. I'm gonna flip through a little bit, see if I see anything useful or interesting. Huh. Okay. Huh. Alright, yeah, I see. I'm used to embarking in much greener areas that look about like this stuff over here. Okay, well, let's hit F1 to come back to our party. Come up a layer, and we'll see some important things to note. This is underground stuff we haven't seen yet. These arrows are ramps, so you can walk up to the next layer from here. These arrows are ramps, so you can walk down to the next layer. Dots are open space, and the color indicates what's below them, so this is just more of this whatever on earth that is. We'll see here in a minute. These are trees. This is some kind of water. Might be frozen. Maybe it'll thaw come spring. This is space with space below it. I just moved up a bit. These are branches. There's more of this stuff. That's a plant of some kind. Can we see anything below? Oh. Oh. Frozen river. Oh my. Okay. So, K to examine where the X is. Snow. We're in a snowy area. That's freaky. We gotta get inside and fast. Okay. That's ice. That's some brook, but it's frozen. Yeah, everything's frozen. That's nuts. These are roots. Willow and pecan. Okay, we've got different kinds of tree. Willow, pecan, willow, gabbro pebbles. This is our guinea hen. There's our dog. Oof. It is snowy. This is not a thing I've dealt with before. Okay. Well, that being said, we're actually going to duck out of this game entirely. And, oh, we'll just have to pause all that shenanigans. Hold on a second. Okay, we're back. I have opened Dwarf Therapist. So, philosophy of Dwarf Fortress. Like I said, you can't really tell a given dwarf to do anything in particular. You just sort of tell them, I want this done, and the dwarves will decide to do something. So the way you control which dwarves do what is by assigning labors. And you pick labors that dwarves are allowed to do, and you assign them. Now, if you embark with a dwarf who's got skills, then those skills will be automatically enabled. There are also some automatically enabled skills for all dwarves. Let's go do it this way. In here, what we're going to do is V to view unit. You have your cursor. We'll pick whatever unit you're over. So there's a dwarf. Dishmob. No job. Got some skills. Got some skills. Hit P for preferences. Hit L for labors. Now we're looking at our labor preferences, and these are enabled labors. Oops. Okay, that's right. Plus and minus to get up and down the screen. Minus to go up, plus to go down. What's enabled? Dark gray means nothing is enabled. Medium gray means some things are enabled. White means everything is enabled. Now you can go through each and every one of your dwarves and pay attention to who's got what enabled and what they're doing. Or you can get a tool like Dwarf Fortress, which does all that for you, and it shows what's enabled, what's not enabled. It lets you sort them by different things. Everyone has all hauling enabled by default. Everyone has recovering wounded and feed patients enabled. And then you have whatever skills you had are enabled. So we want... Who's got... I think there's a couple people that didn't have any skills. These ones. Let's make them miners. So they have mining enabled. Didn't I give somebody like... blacksmith, beekeeping... Somebody in here, I think it's... that was Erdim. She... singer, strain, speaker, percussionist... Oh, this is... No, she's not a miner. That's my manager and probably my broker. Or maybe my manager and my mayor or something. This one's gonna be a miner. And I think this one maybe? Miss Tem... He's blacksmith. Let's not have him be a miner. Let's have one other. For now, it can be the leader. We'll disable it when it comes time to have a thing. We only really want 2 because... Oh. Yeah, we only want 2 because we've only got 2 pickaxes right now, so it doesn't help to have more with it enabled. In that case, let's just give them the stone labors. Pick some others. What have we got here? Brewing, cooking, milking, cheese making, and stuff. Let's make them the farmer as well. Make him mill. So the animal care person. Don't really want them to be hunters, trappers. Maybe dissection. Animal care is going to be milking. Probably butchery. Let's not go with fishing, because then they spend all their day fishing, and we got better things to do. Shearing, though, is definitely what I want them doing. Yeah. Somebody's a beekeeper. Pressing beekeeping. Okay. And also wood cutting and wood crafting and carpentry. I need one more woodcutter. Dejma is the cook. We don't need a woodcutter all that often, so that'll work. Woodcutter's gonna be outside. The beekeeper's gonna be outside. Let's see. Don't know, one other. Yeah, there's our one other woodcutter. Carpentry. Wood burning. Where's wood burning and furnace work? Strand extraction, pump operating. We'll worry about that when we actually have a pump. We do actually need architects. I kind of want to let everybody able to do it so that whoever's available will just run over and do it when it needs done. Where's my wood burning? Wood burning. Beekeeper. When we have more dwarves, we'll specialize stuff a little bit better. Miss Tem. Oh. Also wood burning. And that should be good to get us started. So what we're going to do now is commit changes. And it will write all of these into the game. And now all those things have been enabled. Escape. Zoom. D to designate a zone. We want to get in for, I kind of want it to just be this space. What? No, don't chop down trees. D to mine. Shift moves 10 at a time. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna get 4 over and just get 20 deep. Just barrel in there. And then, what other kinds of things do we want to have going on here? Well, in here we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna put our trade depot in there. Let's have a little short. Actually, let's continue this hallway, but a little bit smaller. And then let's go a downstair, right? Well, what's up above here? More nothing? Let's build a downstair. D, right? No, J downstair. Here we're going to need an up-down stair in the same space. Might do something in there. Down here we'll just do an up stair in that same space. And then kind of build out from here. Let's make that a defensible point. And then like a main hallway. We'll kind of get going from there. So, escape gets this kind of started. Right? People start digging. Ah, soil up here. So we may want to build farms, or we might go up a layer to build farms. We'll see how far back the soil goes. While they're digging, let's get some trees, because we'll want some wood. This is also designated by zone, but I really only want like 2 trees. Yeah, let's go with 3, just to get started. So our 2 wood cutters, I'm gonna go cut wood. We're digging. Now there's a whole bunch of logs all over. So digging out of space. Ah, this is like prime farmland right here. At least it digs fast. Got an expedition leader. Got some people gaining mining skill. This guy's digging down. Cleaning out. Gonna clear out all that space. Okay, and now both of them can come in. Start digging. Alright, this is looking good. Let's bring everybody in out of the cold. And how about right near the entrance? Go too wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That big. That'll be our basic meeting area, right? Everyone can meet there. It's gonna be fine. Let's make a fairly sizable room. Not quite that big. Yeah, that big. For right now. So once these start getting dug out, we'll actually define them, but I want to put a meeting area so everyone comes inside. Right here. I'm gonna put a stockpile right there so that all of our junk is inside. Because right now everyone's pretty much just, you know, freezing in the snow, waiting for summer. Hopefully this melts come summer. Well, we'll see how things go. We do most of our living out of this area and just send people up periodically. I'm gonna have to wonder what to do about the animals, though. It looked pretty green up higher, so maybe if we have an outpost where the animals live, then he'll get lonely. I to designate a zone. Where do we want that zone? In here. This is designated like this. You enter corner to corner. And now, what do we want to do with it? Let's make it M for meeting area. Escape. And now there's a meeting area there, and we should see pretty much everyone wandering on into this space here. Perfect. This is great. Okay. So, oof, snowstorm. I don't like that at all. Some of the things that we will need now. We need an area for our workshops. We're going to want to kind of clear up what we've got as far as stuff goes. We'll want some farms set up. I can do farms behind that staircase. That'll work all right. We also do want a storeroom right here. No, we don't. I changed my mind. I don't want that. We do want a farm zone right here. Go there. And then let's kind of go here. We'll put some farm plots in there so we can grow some food. I'm not really sure if we need to worry about warmth as far as farming goes. So there's all our animals coming in. Guys sleeping. Alright, I'll plot out some more areas and I'll be right back when I do. Actually, yeah, I'll plot out some areas, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, back in the game, and some stuff's happening. Let's just get this running while I do this, because I'm having them dig out kind of a lot of stuff. They're running out. So right now, they're all gathering things out of the wagon, bringing it on in. I have defined this as a stockpile. I'll hit Q. I said we'll hit Q. And that lets you check on buildings. Stockpiles count as buildings, so we can look at what the settings are. And I thought I enabled just about everything, but maybe I didn't. Yeah, I should. anything go through? No, not corpses, not refuse, not stone, ammo, coins, bars, gems, finished leather, cloth, not wood, weapons, armor, sheet. Everything goes in here. There's no other stockpiles. What did they... Well, that's a stockpile, but they shouldn't be moving stuff into there. Maybe they're all going to get something to drink. Settings. This one is refuse. Actually, it can be corpses as well. I'll make a proper graveyard, or maybe a tomb. I'll make a tomb later. It'll be sealed. I'll have a couple of doors as an airlock. Oh, sorry. Return to game. We also want to build. And we want to build a farm plot, which I think is P here, right? Which it is. Farm plot is P. P to build a farm plot. Now, this is one of the ones, instead of designating a zone by corners, you designate a zone by size. So I'll hit U. You will make it 3. Okay, we'll make it 3 by 3 there. We'll make a couple of these. Those count as 2 or 1. Let's what we'll do, shrink that down. Yeah, P U K K. Right there, and P U K K. So the thing is, farm plots don't have to be very big to be productive, and can only produce one type of seed per season. So by having a variety like this, we can farm a variety of things. Our farmer now is going to come up and start building those. Everyone should be gathering stuff. See, everyone's going and grabbing things, running it on down into the stockpile, and they're just filling it up with stuff. I've defined a couple other areas here. I'm going to put a dining room in here, so we'll have tables, we'll have chairs. Define it as a dining room. People will eat in there. This is going to be a food stockpile. It's going to be fed from the kitchens here. In here, I'm going to have non-kitchen workshops. Over here, we're going to store wood, because that'll need its own stockpile. It's going to take a while. Although, I think I've already decided I'm going to do weird stuff with that. Wood and stone, I'm going to do a funny thing with. But I've also got our other stairs, so we can put doors in here and defend this area, right? We can put, I think, traps in here and defend the crap out of this area. And then down here, I'm going to put a dormitory. I'll surround it with beds. And we'll just keep going down and see where we end up. Could be anywhere. Who knows what might happen? Comes a snowstorm, but we got everybody inside, so we're probably okay. Everyone's gathering stuff. People are digging. So by the time this is all dug, I'll be right back in a minute or two when it is. We'll wrap up and then call that our first episode. Okay, one last thing before we go. Farms, because we're going to have food and stuff. Each farm, you use the Q menu, the building menu, and you manage each farm individually. They each have a number of things that they could be growing, which you'll see over here. Use plus and minus to go through each of those. So let's put dimple cups here. Let's put plum helmets here. Let's put guar bushes here. Let's put sweet pods here. And sweet pods here. We're going to run out of seeds in these pretty quick. And plum helmets in here. So those are planned at least for spring. You'll notice now you can choose seasonal fertilization. You can choose what season we're talking about. So, right, different things are chosen. But if we go to autumn, It's totally different. And there's actually different things that can be grown in autumn. So in autumn, let's switch over and do pigtails on these outside two. Let's do cave wheat here. And then down below we'll have, keep doing dimple cups. We will keep doing, oh sorry, see, we'll keep doing plump helmets. And we will keep doing quarry bushes. Winter, you can still grow stuff. Dimple cups and plump helmets, so. Dimple cup, dimple cup, dimple cup, plump helmet, plump helmet, plump helmet. Haven't planned anything for summer yet. Cave wheat, pigtails. This is just based on what we have. Dimple cups. Sweet pods come back in the summer. Sweet pods. Quarry bushes. So now we're growing stuff every season. We should get a nice variety of plants. Those will all start storing. We'll build a stockpile in here to gather all that stuff up. Build our furnaces here, so when we come back next, we should have a couple of workshops going and some stuff building, and we will move from there. Happy fortressing. I will talk to you next time. Damp stone located. Ooh. Well, we'll get other exciting things to happen next time.